Hello there. Let's do an exercise. So, taking your time to become more and more aware of your body right now. Settling in. Feeling this transitional moment from the rest of your life to a slower, more contactful inner sensing. What helps you feel your body more, getting ready to sense inwardly? Just start with your breathing. Some people do. Sometimes I do. But then I usually feel body contact. Right now, today, I'm feeling my hands. And then that leads me to also being aware of my buttocks. My feet show up. Noticing what you feel. What kinds of sensations call you just to feel the grounding of your body, your outer body, your whole body. And that probably feels good. Although you might get in touch with an uncomfortable sensation right away. Some people have pain, discomfort that they live with. If that's there, let's say a gentle hello to that. Not trying to push it away or fight with it, just saying, okay. This is a guest in my guest house. Hello. Hello, I know you're there. And now including the inner area of your body, the inner area that includes your throat, your chest, solar plexus, stomach, belly, all the way down. Feeling your support as you sense it from the inside of your body. How it is to feel supported by what you're sitting on. And allow yourself to expand your awareness, if you like, to include that bigger system, the larger world of animals, of nature, good-hearted people. All people, if you like. It depends on what works for you. But that you can rest into that support and what that feels like inside. And in that inner area of your body, and feeling that you are embedded in that larger world of support. Invite the feeling of being yourself. So I am here. This is me, here now. That's a feeling that very likely changes from time to time. In fact, we're going to explore today how your feeling of yourself can be expanded, resourced. So to start with, we're just noticing what it's like to pause and sense how it feels to be you right now, present as yourself. It's a little bit more than how you feel, right? So how I feel right now is warmly toward you that I'm speaking to, and happy that Today is Sunday and I get a massage today. But how it feels to be me right now, there's a quality that's hard to put into words, but I feel kind of steady. Grateful to be calm, available, confident in my ability to make videos, which I didn't always have. I don't know if I can explain the difference, but I invite you to explore the difference. Not just how you feel, but how it feels to be you. What are your qualities right now? We could call this your sense of self. And whatever you become aware of is fine. I don't know. We're experimenting here. And it might be something solid or reassuring, like being at home in your body, or it also might feel kind of unknown, unclear, I'm not sure, foggy, in process, only partly known. And just see. So just a little parenthesis here, which is that if how it feels to be you has kind of a put down feeling, like how it feels to be me is I'm a sorry excuse for a human being, we know that's a part. And it's actually two parts. One that feels bad and the other one that's telling it should feel bad. So that kind of negative experience of being you needs a parenthesis. It needs probably for you to pause this recording and spend a little time with those two parts. The one that sort of feels ugh right now and the one that's telling it should feel that way. That's actually worried about something. Okay. So I'm assuming how it feels to be you is somehow positive or unclear or both, and we'll go on. But if you need to do that parenthesis, do that. So what we're exploring here is this feeling of being you can be supported, affirmed, enhanced by resources that you receive from role models, from people, alive, dead, non-fictional, fictional, and also from creatures in other places too. And that could be surprising where you get these resources. So I remember watching one of the early Star Trek movies, William Shatner as the captain of the Starship Enterprise. And William Shatner was not a person I admired, but I remember walking out of the movie with the feeling of being a starship captain, stepping up, making choices, being willing to hold the fate of others in my hands if needed. And I could feel it in my body like a quality of energy, coming with both a rightness and a longing, because I could feel I wanted to live into more of that. Was there a time when you felt you could be more fully you because of the life of another person? The output, the accomplishments of another person? Reading the poetry of Emily Dickinson or Mary Oliver. Watching the performance of an Olympic athlete. Seeing the story of Jane Goodall living with the chimpanzees. the life of Mr. Rogers. What is it for you? Who's inspired you or surprisingly made you sense a possibility for yourself? Or it's the difference between enjoying that the other person could do it, which is great, and in a few cases that we're talking about, feeling expanded in your own sense of self. It's not that you could do exactly what they did or would even want to, but somehow you are more. Your possibilities are more. Your sense of what is right for you is more. You're just pausing to sense, like if you're not sure this has ever happened to you, let's take a bit more time. Remembering an experience of encountering someone who you were drawn to or amazed by through a performance that they did. Right? Actors, musicians, athletes. Could have been a documentary where you got to see into somebody's life, or reading a biography or a memoir. Could be a personal encounter. Wow. I feel myself more, my edges, my possibilities, my longings. And pausing to allow time to take that in. You might be remembering a time that happened. You might also be feeling it now. The body feeling of who you are and who you can be. Expanding. It's probably an enjoyable feeling. And you can take time to really describe that and let it in fully as it wants to be here. Take longer if you like, but I'm going to go on now and we're going to try the rat experiment just to see what happens, okay? This is for fun, but it might be really interesting. So pick a non-human living creature that you are not fond of. So it could be a rat. It could be a cockroach, a spider, a catfish, a hyena, a tarantula, boa constrictor. Yeah, and you might want to acknowledge a part of you that doesn't like it and wants nothing to do with it, the creature. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to love it or spend any time in the room with it. But see if it's okay to imagine that this creature has a gift for you. The archetype of the creature, right? Not a particular instance of it, but that vibration. It has a gift for you, and it's going to give you one of its qualities, an ability or a strength that it has that allows it to survive and thrive in the world. Let's take time to imagine that it's giving you this gift. What is the gift? What is the quality? What is the ability that this creature has that it wants to gift you with? You don't have to become like the creature. You're asking what the quality is that it wants to give you. Although one way to feel the quality might be to imagine you're going to play the creature in a children's play. I'm a tarantula. That way your body gets some of the feeling of that. Pausing to take that in, to feel in your body what it would be like to be more that way. If that feels right for you, right? Let's just play with it. What if my body could show me what it's like to be more that way, that with that quality, that gift that I got from that creature? The rat can get in and out of really tight spaces. What would it be like if I had that quality? The boa constrictor is very patient. Spends a lot of time digesting after it eats. What if I had that quality? This is to expand the possibilities of being you in a direction that feels right. So sense if this direction feels right to you. It's likely to feel good because you picked the creature and you picked the quality. So now that you're trying it on, I'm guessing that will feel good. But let's see. Just taking time to enjoy how your body feels with that quality, or if this brings up something else, something that needs attention, spending a bit of time acknowledging and sensing into that. Good, so today you first felt what it's like to feel yourself. Not just how you feel, but how it feels to be yourself right now. Then you remembered a time when a person, whether you admire that person or not, gave you a sense of something that could expand the possibilities of being you. And then we played with the idea of getting a gift from a creature that you don't even like, but has something that could expand your possibilities. And now let's bring in your big shift project. Remembering what that is, either in words or with a sense of it. However it is right now, perhaps sensing a next step in your big shift project. Sensing what it's like to approach the next step or a next step in your big shift project with the quality in your body that you have now. Does this give you something that helps with your next step? Does possibly the gift from the creature give you an ability, a capability that will help with your next step of your big shift project? Pausing to sense. Nice. Pausing now before we end to sense what you want to remember and bring with you from all this. And letting your awareness expand to feel the room around you. And when it feels right, letting your eyes come naturally open.